This screencast shows an example of working with branches in Git, for example, creating a feature branch to develop a new feature without interfering with the main code. I've forked the Homework 2 Rotten Potatoes repository, and as you can see on GitHub right now, there's only one branch, which is the master branch, the one that all repositories start out with. I've also cloned the repository onto my local computer, and the first thing I'm going to do is create a new branch so that I can add a new feature where we're going to add reviews to our database. So the first thing I'll do is create the branch, and then I'll use git checkout to switch to the new branch. The book describes a neat hack that you can do if you're using a Unix-like system, including Mac OS, to make the current Git branch name that you're editing appear as part of your shell prompt. I'm using that here, and you can see that when I used git checkout, my prompt changed from master to reviews as a visual reminder of which branch I'm operating on. The first thing I'll do is simulate adding a new feature to our app. I'll edit the movie.rb file to say that a movie has many reviews. And I'll create a new file, review.rb, to hold the review model. Of course, we have to add these files to GitHub, and if we show git status, we can see that movie.rb has been modified, and there's an untracked file, the one that we just created, review.rb. So let's add both of these files. And we'll commit our changes. At this point, we've committed our changes to our new branch called reviews, and as we'll see in a moment, they don't affect the master branch. We can use git branch to list which branches exist and to show which one is the current one with an asterisk next to it, reviews. However, one thing we haven't done is to push this branch to the remote. In other words, right now, we can switch between the reviews branch and the master branch, but nobody else who checks out the code from our same repo would be able to do that. If we want to push the branch and make it available to other developers, we have to specifically push it. And unlike what we've done before, now we're going to use the full version of the push command, which states which repo we're pushing to and which branch we want to push. This form of the push command means push the reviews branch and give the branch the same name on the origin. Once we do that, we can flip back to GitHub, reload our page, and now we can see that there are two branches. Reviews is a new branch that has never been merged into master. Meanwhile, back on our local computer, we can switch back to the master branch, and if we take a look at our movie.rb file, we can see that we've got the old version that makes no mention of reviews. Furthermore, if we list the contents of the models directory, we see that movie.rb is here, but review.rb is absent. That's because we only added that file in the branch, not in the master. Whenever we switch branches, Git automatically rearranges the files in our working directory to make it match the branch that we're in. This is an important caveat because I still have an editor that is open on review.rb, but this is not the same file that is now checked out in the repo. If I edit this file, my changes aren't going to go to the right place. So whenever you switch branches, you should make sure that you reload all of the files in your editor. So we'll switch back to movie.rb and reload it, and we can see that the current version of movie in the master branch indeed doesn't have our changes. At this point, we've finished our feature and we've tested it, and we want to merge it into the master branch. One thing we can do is we can do a Git Diff and get a summary of the differences between the master branch and files on the reviews branch. We could even do this for a single file, just like that. Once we're satisfied, we can merge the reviews branch, and now if we look at our movie.rb file, it's got our change in it. The merge creates a new commit, so if we run git log, we can actually see the merge commit that we just added in. What happened if something went wrong and we needed to revert to a previous commit to redo our merge, or undo our merge? Well, if we just grab the first few digits of the commit ID, we can reset, which throws away all the merge changes that we just did because we're reverting to the parent immediately prior to the merge.